Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 16th to the 31st, 2022 money and career reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, just a warning not to be scammed by anybody contacting you pretending to be me. I will not reach out to you, ask you if you want a reading, ask you for money, ask you for anything. So just be very cautious about who you're responding to pretending to be me, okay? Because it's not going to be me, all right? So now let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see here. What energy do we need to be mindful of during this time for money and career? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. This is the Magician. Oh, somebody's jealous of your magic. They're jealous of the way you see things, but they're also going to present themselves as being wiser than you, better than you, a sense of, I can get this done, you can't, what makes you so special type of thing. So just be very aware of this. Just be very, very, very aware that they're really up for sabotage. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Ooh. Your chakra energy, it just flew right out, is grounding. This is the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below your feet. Your root system is astoundingly strong. Here, that really means, I'm just seeing your connections, like the connections that you have, the people that rally around you. That is really strong. Even if you're saying, Dane, I don't have that, it could be on the other side that they really want to see you succeed. They really want to see you, go after your dreams and just pull this energy from the earth, grow as tall and as strong and as powerfully as you possibly can. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Okay. Strong Aries energy coming forward. So if you're born on the cusp with Aries or have Aries in your chart, just know your leadership qualities are coming out quite strongly here. You're also seen as a person who can balance things. You're almost, I'm just hearing fix it, fix it, fix it. You're the fix it. You're the person who can come in and fix things. There's a change that has come forward. There's also very strong Pisces energy here. There's a very strong change that has come forward. And it's like, oh wow, it's made you submerge within your emotions a little bit more than you wanted to, Taurus, okay? So you're like, oh wow, am I looking at this really with real defined eyes now? It's like, oh wow, I'm looking at this so much more openly, so much more distinctly than I have been. It's changed the way, whatever change has come into your life, and it's been a big one, right? Whatever change has come into your life has changed the way that you see things. Your unique way of seeing things is astoundingly profitable. There's money coming in, but there's excuse me, there's also very much a sense of, I know what's important to me. I know what I want my money to be doing, where I want my finances to be going. So there's a sense here of living in the moment is going to be very important, all right? And also that sense of community, that sense of family, that sense of, it's the things that you can't buy that you're going to be seeing and saying, wow, this is super important. This is what I need in my life. This is how I need to move forward. There's a sense of community, but you've also reached a completion of a cycle when it's come to your money. It's like when it's come to what you want to spend your money on, how you want things to move forward. It's like, okay, I see things really, really clearly. Career-wise, things are going to be moving very, very fast. When it comes to your career, when it comes to what you're passionate about, all of a sudden things start speeding up, and you can even be like, whoa, wait, too many things happening too close together. So just be aware of this. Things are going to start becoming clear at night, like while you're getting ready for bed, while you're winding down, even while you're sleeping. You're going to have rather prophetic dreams. So just be aware of this. If you can remember them when you wake up, keep a dream journal, but also know that those dreams are going to be guiding you very very powerfully during this time. Okay, so we start off with the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, there's change coming in. Things are moving really quickly. You're going to start to see things picking up, especially around work, what you're passionate about. And there's this real sense of change. Again, there's this real sense of insight and ideas and things opening in a direction that you hadn't seen before. You could have been worried about this in the beginning of the year. You know, February, Pisces time frame is like February 19th to March 20th, right? And so at this time, like there's something that could have been a really big deal. Things have changed so much and moved so far forward from that point, which wasn't that long ago, that it's like, it almost feels like decades ago. And you're like, oh, wow, okay, this change, I've needed this. I need to move forward towards what I want, what I desire, what I see as being profitable to me. You also have really good instincts when it comes to things, okay? You're going to be afraid to dive deep into your emotions when it comes to what you want, and kind of really sit there and say, okay, why do I want this? I don't know why, Taurus, you're pulling back from why do I want this, why do I want this? Because once you figure out what you want and why you want it, there's a sense of like mountains moving. The mountains are moving and you're getting it. So just be very aware of this. During this time that something's coming forward, you're going to be like kind of shell-shocked by the change or how quickly things are moving. And then all of a sudden, there's just a gift, like God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, starts to have things adding up, starts to have things falling together, starts to give you knowledge and insight and ideas that you're like, oh, wow, well, this and that, and oh, look at this, and oh my gosh, what about this? And all of a sudden it's opening and you're like, yeah, I can do this. Like, yes, of course. So you're cutting through doubts and fears. You're also going to be much more assertive in what you want, in what you're looking for, in where you need to be, in the bigger picture of what's going on. So that's going to be a really, really good thing. It could be a little bit overwhelming at times because you're like, well, I just know. And then you'll kind of have to work backwards from the knowing to get everything to fit in, or like, how does that knowing work? Or maybe I'm just, kind of making things up, and then you'll see the knowing moving you forward. So just be very aware of this with the Ace of Swords, that, there's a sense of power of your words, power of your insight, power of what you desire. With the Emperor, again, Aries energy, but very much a sense of I'm strong, I am determined, I am focused. There is a power here, okay? Things are changing. You're going to see yourself more and more in a leadership role, all right? More and more taking on responsibilities, figuring out the way things work. You're going to be the one that they send to talk to people. You're going to be the one that kind of can bridge gaps, all right? I don't know if you work in the mathematics, okay, or something to do with math or with science, but there's a sense that you can talk to people. Like, you can talk to regular people who don't work in math and science, and you can talk to people who do, and you can bridge that gap. So that's going to be a very important element to who you are. But it can also be that you're just very good at the technical as well as the emotional side of things. So that's also going to pull you forward, because people will be like, oh wow, that person really knows what they're talking about, or oh wow, that person is really smart, and you're bringing those smarts to the table. You just really are. There is also a sense here that there's something that you were balancing. There's something that you were like, I'm going to juggle all of this, I'm going to juggle all of this. And now you're looking at one thing and you're like, you know what? It's like a shell of what I wanted. It's not really going to be what I want it to be. You can give it to somebody else to do, most definitely. But you can also be like, no, it's just not going to pay off. It's just not going to be as profitable. And it had once been really important, or you had once thought, oh, okay, this is going to be the big thing, but you're going to see yourself distancing from it. You need to balance yourself more. Now, yes, you're actually going to thrive over having a lot of things to do, having your energy really focused, really determined, really set during this time is going to be very important to you. But I'm seeing you here, instead of just saying like, oh, I have to balance me, it's like, no, I'm going to be letting some good things go. I don't want that. It's not, it's not performing the way that I thought it would. It's not coming together the way that I thought it would. And so this is going to be a time where you do let some things go, where you say, you know what, maybe this person's a better person for the job, because you do have more authority here, and you kind of find yourself in that leadership role of saying, well, maybe you should do this and you should do that, and let's come together here. It's very much, you're very much stepping into the role of a leader. With the 9 of Pentacles, be in the moment. Be in the moment. It will be so easy during this time, especially because so much is changing and it's throwing you deeper into your emotions than you want to be. It will be so easy to just get caught up in the future of it. Like, oh my gosh, but it could be this and it could be that. It's like, okay, yeah, it could be. And knowing what could and might happen is important. But what you're going to need to see here is right now. You're going to need to see right now, right here. And yes, plan for the future. Yes, look at things and be aware. But make sure that you're planning for the here and the now, and that you're really in this moment, especially when it comes to money, because there's somebody here who would very easily, I don't know, I'm just hearing steal from the till. So it could be, that they're literally taking out of a cash register, but it's also like they'll fudge what they say they're doing. They'll overstate their importance. And if you're not looking at it, they'll fly away with your money. They'll take it little by little. They're stealing. This is a person who steals. If you're looking towards the future, if you're looking towards, the bigger picture of everything, you'll miss the little bits that this person is how this person is taking advantage of you, okay? Or taking advantage of the situation. So just be very mindful of this, that she's like in the moment, loving it, connecting, seeing everything that's going on. That's what you need to be. You need to be right in the forefront of everything. There's somebody else, like it's their job to worry about how everything comes together, or worry about like the future of it all. You have to make it work. And that's going to be really important. The Hangman, you're seeing things differently. You see things differently than others do. That's why the Magician is kind of your nemesis during this time, but just even your nemesis, because people will be like, well, I don't see what they're talking about. Like, I don't see what you're talking about. They don't have that vision. And so they'll be like, well, you're just making up stories. Or I have the vision. Look, I can say this with this authority, and I know this and I know that. And it's I don't want to say it's dumber because that sounds rude, but that's what Spirit is saying. It's like they're just not as smart as you, so they're not seeing the bigger picture here. So just be very, very mindful that the Magician is going to be your greatest friend, but it's also one of your greatest challenges to compress things down so that people can understand where you're coming from. You see things very, very differently, and you've been thinking that, okay, maybe seeing things differently is wrong, like maybe I should be just like everybody else. No, you're going to be changing positions. There could be a promotion on the horizon for you, or just an opportunity that comes forward, and it's like this is a gift. This is definitely a gift. And as you're seeing things very differently, it's like, okay, well, you can bring this power to the situation, or you can bring that, but you also have the ability to make really good teams. You also have the ability to look at situations and see like, you know what, this person just isn't working here, or this isn't working like this. And if you're given that authority, you can make things run really, really smoothly. But if you're not given that authority, it's like it becomes just a bit frustrating. You're also seeing what's important. You're seeing where you want to spend your money, where you want to spend your time, what you want to invest in your life. And it might be that you choose at this moment to kind of slow things down, because you're at this moment of choice where either you can speed things up and you can see things progressing quite far in your career and what you really want that way. Or you can see things also progressing very far in your family and, even building a family, or what you want in the prosperity of that. So just be mindful of where you're putting your energy. If you want both, just know that you have to make time for both, because you're going to go 150% into everything. And that's why you need to let go of some of the things that you're juggling. You need to be like, you know what, you can do this. You know what, you can handle this. You know what, you've got this. I know what's important to me. You're coming full circle with your finances. There's something here where even though times are tough, right, and things are complicated, there's something here where it's like, yeah, but I see me. Like, I see what I need, what I want, and what's important, and where I want to be, and I know. So where others might be panicking, you have a plan. Like, you have a plan, you have a vision, you have insight. The subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Six of Wands. Okay, again, there's somebody coming in. They want to be the leader. They want to be the one calling the shots. They want to be the one, saying you do this and you do that. And that's great. If they could actually do it, they can't. And so they get really frustrated, and they're going to take out that frustration on you. Just be aware of this. The subconscious chakra energy is the third eye chakra, dreams. A lot of what you deeply want, a lot of what you deeply desire comes forward. With the third eye energy, your dreams, your imagination, what you are looking for, it comes into your life. But it's going to be like, oh, well, it would be really nice to do that. Or, oh, well, that sounds so interesting to be able to do this. But it's going to be a dream that kind of sticks in your head. It's like, well, I really do want to do that. Or I really do want to open up that door. Or I really do want to have that experience. So here, your dreams come forward. Kind of like the art of imagining. That's how I really like to see it. It's like, it comes forward. And it's like, well, maybe I can, right? Maybe I can do this. It starts with a dream. You're going to get a lot of insights through your dreams. A lot of things are going to start making sense. Spirit, your angels, divinity, talk to you through your dreams. And so here, pay attention. Even if you don't remember your dreams, pay attention to the instincts that you have, to the knowledge that's around you, because it is going to be quite powerful. Subconscious tarot energy is the Six of Cups. Now, there's a real sense of loyalty growing with you. There is a real sense of power and prosperity. There's also a sense of nostalgia. Things have a deep emotional meaning for you. And you have to listen to that emotional meaning. You can't just lock it in like the closet and say, oh, okay, I'm not going to let myself get emotionally attached to anything. Emotional attachment and the power of the heart is very, 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 very powerful for you during this time here at Taurus. And you're going to see yourself moving in the direction that you had dreamt of when you were little. Not exactly the same way that you had dreamt of it, because it's always going to be just a bit different. But it is very much going to be like, wow, I didn't think I'd get here, or I didn't think this would be what's happening. And it just opens you up in a direction that you're like, okay, I'm letting my heart guide me forward. I'm letting myself really connect with what I want and what I need and what's, right for me. And that becomes the game changer. All right. All right, Taurus. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus. And may blessings and prosperity always be with you.